Things my ex did and I still stayed. A TikTok trend.
Things my exes did, but I still stayed. He said, don't get me wrong, you're cute, but you would be so much more attractive if you lost weight. So I lost 50 pounds, and he said, well, maybe if you lose like 20 more, then you'll be perfect.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
In private, he would say that we're a couple, but in public, he would just call me his buddy. Wouldn't kiss.
But that's a red flag. Why did you still stay? I mean, if someone doesn't acknowledge you in public, that's a red flag. That's disrespect. You shouldn't take that from any man. You know, it shouldn't be like there is this saying that if you are like a mosquito in the night, the mosquito comes in the night, of course, when places are dark, they come to try to suck some blood from the host or the victims, right? But in the daytime, you never see them. They're not around. They're somewhere hiding, perching on a tree or being parasites on a pond or wherever. So it's the same. Like these men only come in the night. They come in the night like thieves who come to steal, But in the daytime, they don't want to be with you. They don't want to be seen with you in public. That's a red flag. You shouldn't be with that kind of a man. It's so easy. If you never knew that that wasn't the man for you, I mean, that's a clear sign that he isn't the one for you. He can't even acknowledge the fact that you are his or her girlfriend or partner.
Me, wouldn't hold my hand around his friends. And when I would tell him that it bothered me, he would say stuff like this is the reason why we're not actually dating. At one
Oh my God. Like the reason why we are not actually dating. I mean, it's clear. I don't want to blame the lady in this case because like sometimes we women or sometimes we humans are so desperate for companionship and relationship that we put up with a lot. Because if someone is saying these things to you, these are really this is really mean, I don't know how you suck up all these and you're still with this person in the same relationship, in the same space. I can't stand that kind of a person, like seriously. But that was her experience. I respect it, and I'm so happy that she's so vulnerable to share her experience so that other women, other young girls can learn from this.
have a car, so I had to drive to see him. He complained that I put in too much effort to come see him, but if it was the weekend he wanted me to come, he would beg me to drive up. He'd randomly say things like, well, if we're still together in the future and you get pregnant, how will you avoid gaining weight? He wanted to take a break to work on himself. We got back together a few weeks later and I found out he wanted to take the break to sleep with the girl he had a crush on. One time we were just talking and he told me point blank that if I exceeded a certain weight, he would break up with me on the spot. We would take pictures. He would tell me that I would laugh or smile too hard and that it was embarrassing. He moved. I drove in to visit and he told his new friends that a high school friend was visiting him for the weekend.
Things my ex did and I still stayed.
Oh, that was too much. Let's unpack. Like he told his friends that a high school friend was visiting when for real you are his girlfriend and you didn't leave. He also was always picking on you on your weight. Like all the time, you need to cut down. If you don't cut down, I'm going to leave you, all the threats and all that. That's too toxic of a relationship to be with. I mean, no one should put themselves through this. But then, what can we say? It happened, and we are glad that he is in the past.
During playtime, I got on my period, so he kicked me out and didn't speak to me until my cycle was over. He didn't want me to associate with any men, so he made me block my own dad. He showed me a picture of his ex and told me this should be my gym motivation. I starved myself for 3 days after that. He didn't see me for a week because he was playing video games with his ex-girlfriend. Every time I would fall asleep, I woke up to 14 messages from him telling me how much he didn't trust me and that he was insecure. I had to apologize every morning for sleeping. I saw a hickey on his neck and he said he burnt himself with a curling iron. Bearing in mind, he was almost bald.
Things that my exes did.
That's the worst thing you can do. Like, you can say so many things, but you can't tell someone to not speak to their dad because you feel that it's going to affect your relationship. I mean, that was gross. That was gross. He crossed the line. And thank God he's in the past.
And I still stayed. The first one, I caught him in the morning in the same bed with his baby mama. And he was like, well, when the baby mama visits, they have to sleep in the same bed. Nothing really happens, it's just sleeping. And they're doing it for the bonding with the child. And I still stayed. The second one, when I wanted to end the relationship, he went ahead and hacked my Instagram account and Twitter account and denied that he did that, and went on to suggest that he could find somebody who would help me with the unhacking of their account if I agree to work on things between us. I stayed. The third one said I should not complain about his behaviors, his whereabouts. I should not ask him anything. I should not question anything he says because he was taking care of my bills and he was giving me money and spoiling me. So I should shush. And I stayed. Okay, so this one told me that his ex was way more beautiful than me. She was a better human than me and I should deal with it. And I stayed. Anyway, thank God for deliverance because I could never. Just thinking about it now is like, what was going on with me?
Thank God for deliverance. How do you put up with all that? I mean, how? Hacking your account? That was gross. And also, I mean, that's the reason why you see the guys always saying that men shouldn't date women who have babies, who have baby daddies. I think we women also should start saying and practicing this. We shouldn't date men who are baby daddies and who are so close with their baby mamas, because I've seen this so many times. The guys with baby mamas are always getting so close and so tied up with the baby mama, and there is a lot of baby mama drama with the baby mama, and this is the reason why women shouldn't date baby daddies. Let me say this. Oh my god, like, you hacked an account and then you suggest that you want to find someone who is going to help to unhack it. Oh my god.
My ex-husband did, and I still stayed with him. He had an affair with my very best friend. And when I confronted him about it, he told me that the reason he picked her was because he literally just wanted to see if she would do that. When we were expecting our fourth child, my husband told me to get an abortion and then told me he would remind me every single day that I had unalived our child.
Oh my god.
He would take photos of girls at the gym. He told me that I was weak when I was trying to push out our third child, and proceeded to remind me that I was the reason that our oldest child was disabled. If he was mad at me for whatever reason, he would wait until I had fallen asleep and then he would start kicking me until I fell off the bed. Or he would grab the blankets and jerk them all away so that I was left with nothing to sleep with. If I dared to speak up against something that he was doing wrong, he would give me the silent treatment, and it was an extreme treatment. Like, he wouldn't talk to me for weeks, and he would also withhold the keys during that time. So if our children ran out of diapers, I would kind of have to panic and try to figure out a way to get them. And finally, if he got mad, he would behave like a toddler, and he would grab like all of our snacks out of the cabinets and throw them on the ground. He would take our trash can and throw it, and he would even take his plates of food and throw it against the wall like a literal toddler. Anyways, this is your sign to, if you identify with any of these, you're probably in a domestic violence situation and you should get out before you have 4 kids with him like I did.
He used to.
Thanks so much for sharing your story. I feel shattered listening to this. Like, seriously, I'm almost in tears listening to this. Like, seriously, he cheated with her best friend, and then they consented to have an abortion, and he kept reminding her that she unalived the baby. I mean, that's traumatic. Like, emotional abuse. Oh my god. And then kicking her off the bed. That's not even a man. He's not supposed to be in a relationship, not to talk of being in a marriage with someone. I mean, he's not mentally okay. Not mentally okay. I mean, she really tried so much to put up with this. And I'm so happy for her that she moved on. She left that toxic marriage and she moved on. And now she can share her story and inspire other women. But then how do we put up with this kind of situations? I mean, like seriously, seriously, a man, a full-grown man, a husband, when he's angry, he takes out all the food from the cabinets and spill everything and even the trash. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope that she finds peace, she finds love and kindness. I'm sending so many kisses and hugs to you. I don't know if you see this video, if you come across this video, know that you're a strong woman and keep being you, keep being your best self. And I wish you love and light.